been a huge fan of watching everything that Utah has done. You know, it's kind of their league. They've won the last 2 titles. They've been to the last 4 outside of 2020. Their best class since joining the Pac-12, it looks like. What stands out to the Utes for you today?
Well, I think it's more or less what the Pac-12 is feared. What happens when Kyle Whittingham starts bringing elite talent into Salt Lake City like he's done the last 3 or 4 years? And you go back to that 2020 class, coming off a year where they were a trendy playoff team, even though they lost in the Pac-12 championship game, that was the recruiting class that really showed just what UConn can do. When they flipped Clark Phillips, when they flipped Van Fillinger, and now you look at these last 3 or 4 classes, getting a guy like Lander Barton a year ago, bringing this year, they've been able to really just clean house in-state with Spencer Fano, with Hunter Clegg, with Smith Snowden, a couple of BYU legacies there too. So that's huge, not just for Kyle Whittingham, but that's huge for the Utah program that, even with BYU making a conference move of their own, Utah is the power in the Pac-12. And now the recruiting is catching up with a program and a staff that's been phenomenal at player development and player evaluation.
Yeah, player development's great, but when you get Lander Barton in, have him start week 1 against Florida, have him be the defensive freshman of the year, then you just start from a higher rung on the ladder.